Hi, it's Brian from eSIM Access. I am going to show you today how you can buy a eSIM via the API and then additionally top it up. So let's get started. So here we are in eSIM Access console and I'm already logged in with an account balance. So I'm going to go over here to eSIM plans. That's going to show all the available eSIM plans. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase this 1 gigabyte 7-day plan via the API. So I have API docs right here and you can see all of the endpoints here. And additionally, to get to where I'm going to be, you can click Run in Postman and then you'll have your own setup that looks just like this. The only thing you'll have to do is create your API key in the environment, and right up here is how you select that. So I've got my environment set up. The first thing you do just to double check that everything's working, just run a quick balance inquiry, make sure you're using the right key. I'll run that again here and you should come back with your balance. And there it is, 299, and let's just see if that matches up. 299. So there we go. We have connected to the API, and now the next thing I want to do is look at the data plans we're interested. So I'm interested in the plans from the US. So the first thing I'm going to do is enter this country code here. After we do that, you will get a big list of all the plans that will work in the US. So the first plan is related to North America, and it has the NA tag there, so it's giving you a list of all. Now we have the global plan. Because the US is contained in the global plan, you also get that as an option. So the global plan is going to be a big list. Let's go all the way down to the bottom after the global plans. And let's see where we're at. We are here. Here's a US 10 gigabyte, 3 gigabyte, and 1 gigabyte. Let's just get this plan in isolation. So if I run this using the package code, we're just going to return just a single package. So a good way to validate that you actually have a plan that you want is use the slug. We just recently introduced the slug. It's very easy to read. Country code, gigabytes, and then days. So country code, gigabytes, number of days. So this means US 1 gigabyte 7-day plan. We're ready to go with the US plan. We have the package code, which can also be used, but in this case, we're going to use the slug. And we're going to make an order of this plan now. So let's come here and copy the slug, and let's head over to order profiles. Okay, so right now I'm going to place this as the package code. Package code and slug are interchangeable, and I've already got my transaction ID, and that's user generated and unique for each purchase. Here we go. Okay, this worked as expected. I got my order number. The order number is telling us that we've successfully made an order for this eSIM. Come back here to order number and enter that in. Let's do that, and we'll see the result of the eSIM. So here we go with our result. We basically have the AC, which is the LPA string. We have our QR code image right here, and we also have our short URL. So let's click that and see if we can get that to open up in the page. Sure enough, there is our United States 1 gigabyte 7-day plan. So this is recently added. We're just going to do a quick check on this. And there we see full data remaining. So let me install this and I will be right back But before I do that, let's do a quick check that we did get this into our account. And you will notice there it is. Right at the top, we have the new requested eSIM in our account. So I'm going to install this now. So while we're doing that installation, I just want to point out our status here so we can take a quick look. So the eSIM is installing right now. As you see here, we don't have the statuses yet. So let's keep an eye on that as this changes and as I install the eSIM. Now that the eSIM is on my device, I'm going to come back and take a look at some information. Okay, now we have our ICCID. We have the profile being enabled and the device is working with internet. Okay, now that we have our order and the eSIM installed, we're going to take a look at what's going on with the eSIM. We want to get our ICCID and we want to query it. Let's have a look. Okay, so there's our order number, there's our transaction ID, there's the ICCID we are looking at, and there's the package we're using right now. Okay, so we have a successfully enabled and working eSIM. So the next step is we want to do a top-up. So the first thing we're going to do before we go to top-up is let's just see if we can see the available plans for this particular eSIM. Because not all plans are available for all eSIMs. So we're going to go back to get data plans. But this time we're going to give it our ICCID. We're going to remove the package code and we're going to remove the location code. And in this case, it's no longer the default type. We are going to use the type top up. So top up is the type to return available top ups. Let's have a look. Okay, so now we see here all of the available top-ups for this particular ICCID, which is the US plan. So we can see here package code, top-up. There's 2, there's I believe 3, 4, 5. So if we use any one of these package codes, then we will be able to make a top-up. I already installed 1 gigabyte for 7 days, but now I want to do a longer validity. So I'm going to do the 20 gigabyte 90 days. So I'm going to take this package code and we're going to head over to top. Okay, so top up is quite simple. We have the requirement of the package code, which I'll paste in here now. We have the requirement of the ICCID, which we still have right here. And I'm just going to give this a name as far as testing. And additionally, we can put the amount. That's mainly used as an error check. We'd like to make sure that we're paying the correct amount. So let's just try it this time and let's just go back to what we did as our result. We're back here. So we saw that this was the price. I'm going to put that in just as an error check, just to show here how it can be used. But that is optional. You do not need to send the amount. This amount is USD divided by 10,000 to get the USD amount. Okay, so now we have our request created, the ICCID, the package code, the transaction ID that we make up, and I'm leaving in the amount. Let's send it. Okay, so the order status doesn't support the action. Well, that is fair because at this moment we are on board status. The status means that the eSIM is on the device. However, it has not recorded any data usage yet. And the reason why is the recording of data usage is up to our core carrier, and they report back not on a real-time basis, but after some period of time. So as soon as we record data usage and we change to in use, we will be able to top up. But for now, with onboard status, we're not yet able to top up. So now we have some usage, and I can see the usage here. We can check the data plan tab, and we can see that I've been able to use some of the data, and that has been updated. So now let's come back now that we have an in-use data plan, and let's see if we can run the top up that we have prepared. So let's see if it'll support right now. And success. So we've been able to add validity duration, been able to add additional volume. There we have it. So let's go one more step and we'll do a quick check-in on the status. We still have the ICCID, so we're going to send the ICCID request to look at the status. Okay, so now we see the total duration, and we should see there is our order usage in bytes. So the remaining data is the total volume minus the order usage to give our remaining data. And we can see here both of the plans are showing 90 days on this one and 7 days on this one. That's how to order data as a top-up on an existing and active eSIM. Hope that was some help, and we'll see you next time.